have the plans. So 36 years old company. Okay, that's the existence, and their presence in tiles, bathware, plywood, and tile and adhesive. And they have the 10 manufacturing facilities, 7,000 plus employees, and consolidated net revenue. That's the consolidated revenue is almost 45.8 billion, whereas consolidated PAT is for the financial year 24, it is 4.2 billion. Market capitalization is 2.3 billion USD dollar. So, and the market capitalization growth over the last decade is 20%. And here is the segment wise business. 89% comes on the tiles, 8% bathware, 2% plywood, 1% adhesive. So this is how the revenue in segmentations in Kajaria ceramic. As I told you, the tiles is the core segment for the Kajaria ceramic. Let's understand in the dominant leadership. So number one player in India, largest tile player globally, that's 8th largest player, 7 manufacturing facilities, 86.47 MSM annualized tile capacity. The sales volume is 108 MSM. So that's the consolidated revenue. So this is again the dealers network. So this is all about the leadership. Now let's understand about the Kajaria ceramics. What is the fundamentals? So capital, that is financial statement that is profit and loss. Okay, so I have done for 22, 23 and 24. Okay, this is 22. I'll just collect in the different color. 22, 23 and 24. Okay, so for this financial years I've done. So revenue, you can see here 3,705 crores has increased from 22 to 4381, that is increase of 18%. Okay, previous year to this year. Whereas from 23 to 24, that is 4,578, the increase is 4.48. Okay, this is one important. The second is, let us understand the expenses, where all expenses has increased. See here, material consumed, cost of material consumed is almost like 824 and 1016, whereas it has decreased to 978 crores. Okay, so and employee cost, you can see here, that is one more thing. Employee cost is 407 crores, 461 crores, 500 crores. So there is an increase in the employee cost. Okay, and one more important thing, you can see here the finance cost has increased 12.73 to, here it is increased to 22.32. Again it has decreased to 21.12. Okay, so that's a decrease in the financial cost. That means the borrowing has been reduced a bit. They have not increased the borrowings. Okay, that is important. And one more important thing is this one, other expenses. See, in other expenses in 2022 it was 1131 crores, whereas it increased to 1521 crores, that is 34% increase in the other expenses. Can you see here now, again it is decreased to 1396 crores in the year financial year 24. So there is a drastic decrease in other expenses. So understood, the company has done a major changes here. Okay, so that is important things to be observed. So rest is, again I can say here the one more important thing. So I got the gross profit, then EBITDA, so EBIT, so I removed the finance cost, then I removed the taxes, then I got the net profit. So net profit is the bottom line. So this is the top line, this is the top line, and this is the bottom line, we call it. Okay, so here you can see the PAT almost 7%, there is 382 crores and it has decreased to 346 crores in the financial year 23. Then can you see here the sudden jump here, 346 to 432 crores. There is an increase of 24.83% increase in the net PAT. So the profitability of the companies has increased in the financial year 24. This is very, very important. Then come to the balance sheet. Okay, so in balance sheet you can see the asset and liability. See the asset and liability here. So where there is a major increase, this is one plant and plant property and equipment. Total assets, on the total assets, the 36% itself is the plant and equipments. Okay, that is one. Second is the second highest is, you can see here, next comes is the bank balance. Okay, cash and trade receivable is almost 17%. Okay, and next is capital work in progress, that is 8%. Okay, so inventories is 15 percentage. Okay, so here, so on the total assets, so 15% is inventories, 13% is bank balance. Okay, so then 36% is plant property and equipment. Okay, 8% work in progress. So this is how the vertical analysis happened in the year 2022. Whereas you can see in the 24, so that's on the total asset, 11% is plant equipments, and write off assets is almost 67%. That is very negligible actually. So compared to that, it's a 70 crores. Then so where is a major increase, where is the major amount has gone? So sorry, I was confused with horizontal analysis. So 43% is plant equipments actually on the total assets. So 43% they have utilized on the plant equipment and property. So that is one. And you can see here the trade receivable is 17%. Okay, and inventories is 15 percentage. So the company is well balanced in terms of asset side. Okay, so they have really maintained well, because their major their investments on the total asset, like example say 3,500 rupees, let us take on this is, if I take 100%, so in that 100%, 43% the money is spent here. So remaining money is spent on the trade receivable and inventories. And you can see here bank balance is 11.74 percentage. You understood? So on the total asset, whatever the spending happened here, so this is what is the vertical analysis. Whereas on the horizontal analysis, increase of plant equipment is around 11%. So you can see here, here the last year 22-23 increased 24%, whereas here there is increase of only 11%. Okay, so this is a good balance sheet, you can say. On the liability side, equity and liability side is also. And then come to the on the liability side, that is equity and liability side. Okay, so let us see, this is a non-current liability, that means long-term liabilities. So how much is the borrowing is there? So 23 crores, whereas 51 crores, 63 crores. So there is a huge increase compared to previous year. But if you compare 23-24, there is increase of only 22% increase in the long-term borrowings. Okay, whereas on the current asset side, current liability side, the borrowing you can see here, 100 crores, then 157 crores. Okay, there is a 51% increase in borrowing. Whereas here you can see from 157 crores, it has reduced to 107 crores. That is it is reduction in the borrowings of the short-term borrowing. So short-term borrowing is reduced here. Okay, so then trade payable, nothing is there. Okay, whereas one more important thing is to be watched here on the total asset side and liability side. There is a continuous increase of asset and liability. So 2,986 crores, 3,330 crores, and 3,542 crores. There is a good incremental growth in the asset and liability side. So this is all about the fundamentals on the how the company is all into how it is growing. So hope this gives you a little bit of better idea on the investments of Kajaria ceramics. So I'll come back to again on the technicals now. Okay, so let's understand how the technical has been changing. Okay, so this is fundamental growth, and now let's understand the technical growth. Now I'm going to tell you how this technical has been changed. Okay, so let's see here. You can see this is the high, that is Jan 2022 was the high here. Okay, that is 1372 rupees was the high. Okay, see here, then it comes here Feb month. So Feb month there is a drastically decrease here, so the price went down drastically, and this is the on the 31st March. So the price closed at this is what the closing here, that is somewhere around 1000 rupees was the closing actually. Okay, so there is a drastically decrease here. So that means these all the institutions knows about there will not be much performance in terms of fundamentals. Okay, so then what happens, it could not go high till here. Okay, till here it could not cross this price. So I will show you the horizontal line I will put here. So this line has been crossed. When was this? So you can see here July 23. So that means, so here there is a this is what the 31st the year completed. Okay, 31st let us take somewhere here. Okay, this is what the 31st March. Okay, so if I put a vertical line here, so this is the 31st March, you can see, and I'll put one more line here, that is off from so this line. Okay, so 22 and 23, you can see, if you see the performance, there is not much changes, because what happened is they know that the sales is not going to go high. But suddenly here again the price, they came to know that the performance will be very good. All institutions and FIIs and everyone started buying here. So the people who know that the company is going to perform well, they started buying again. So now the price, okay, now the price is trading at the level of this, correct? So what should happen is, generally, so now the performance of this particular stock will do well. So now once this breaks this high, okay, this is the high, correct? So that is around 1525 rupees. So I'll just keep a cursor here, you can see. So 1000, the closing you can see here. Okay, so closing 1461, high is 1523. So once this breaks this high 1523, so once this breaks this high, so you can see this particular high breaking, you can see further momentum in this particular stock. So, and the lower side, I don't think so this will go down in this below this line, because the performance of this particular stock in this financial year was the low actually. So if I take this as a low, so I don't think so this will fall below 1118 rupees. So then whatever you are going to see the upward momentum in this particular stock now. In case if the quarterly performance is not well, so then you can see some selling pressure here, but this will be a very strong support on this particular stock price. Okay, so this is the fundamentals versus the technical chart which I explained you, and definitely there will be a linkage for the investors. The big FIIs momentum and institution buying will happen. On that basis the stock price will have an impact actually. This is all about the technicals. Thank you everyone for watching this video, and do let me know if anything to be added and you want to know about more. And this is all the video which I have done here is for my own on the way only on the education purpose. Do concern your financial advisors, and I am not the financial advisor, and I am not a SEBI registered advisor and do consult your financial advisors for investments of your this particular stock. So what this video is meant only for the education purpose. And happy investments. Do keep your positions investments for the long term. So I believe fundamental versus technicals are understood, well understood. So one more time, do consult your financial advisors before investments. Thank you so much for watching this video, and happy investments.